That's right. It's time for the Fears Podcast and fucking Macgyver. Oh, damn it! Fuck! I was supposed to catch it, damn it. Hang on. I gotta start it over. I can't fuck that up. I cannot fuck that up. I gotta start that over. I mean, I started hot! And then, damn it, I couldn't catch the fucking knife. Alright, hang on. We gotta start this over. Alright, here we go. Alright, let me just get in the mode. Alright, here we go. Yo! What's up? Welcome to the Fierce Podcast. It's time for the Fierce Podcast. And fucking Macgyver. Don't you love that catchy tune? I'm sorry that it took twice. The first time I threw it, it went goong right between my fingers and like fell over there. Second time I was like whoop and grabbed it, and then I had to switch the blade around and throw it up like that. But hey, at least I got it. Anyway, what's up, guys? I just thought I would start it, fucking Macgyver style, So, fears, audience, fears. Hope all is well. I'm sorry that took twice. Anyway. So I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. Well, by my intro, I think you know what's about to happen. We got some Macgyver topics. Fierce has got his Macgyver watch on. Well, it's a replica of a Macgyver watch. It's as close as I possibly could get. And I'm going to get into that. Fierce actually found an actual Macgyver watch online. I can't believe I didn't think about this before, but I'm gonna get into it anyway. Let me open up the chat. All right, here we go. There we are. No one talking yet, but I'm sure they will. All right. There we go. We got 2 people watching. What's up? It's 7 o'clock. Well, almost 8 o'clock, and it's time for the Fierce Podcast. Today's topics are. I actually owe everybody an apology. I thought there was nothing to celebrate in January. Apparently, there's a lot to celebrate in January. You know what I'm saying? My friend sent me a link and he said, Fierce, there's actual, national holidays. Some you've probably heard of, some you haven't. And I was like, I thought the only thing that we celebrated in January was, January 1st, New Year's, New Year's Day, that's it, Besides that, there's nothing else in January that's like an actual holiday. And he said, oh, Fierce, I beg to differ. So, he sent me this link, and holy shit, there is a lot of things that people celebrate that are national holidays, how some people, they get like a name, they named a holiday after someone, like Star Wars Day, shit like that. There's actually some stuff that people celebrate in January. I did not know that. Anyway, I just finished season 2, so that's why I did the whole Macgyver fucking intro and shit. So we're going to be reviewing Macgyver season 2. That's right. That's why I got my Macgyver knife. It's not the real one. It's a replica of what he used in the actual TV show. It's a pretty nice knife, though. It's very nice. And then he wore something similar to this. It's not the exact watch, but it's similar. And I don't know if you guys can see it. Look, there it is. You can kind of see his watch right there a little bit, So we're going to review this. And then, while I was like, well, I'm on this Macgyver kick, I looked up some facts that you guys may not know about the show. I read them. I did my homework before the show. Before I started this, I spent about an hour or two looking up facts about Macgyver that you didn't know and that I didn't know. I read up on it and I was like, that would make a good topic. All right. So, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing great. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Listen, fucking last night was brutal. Oh my God. We had 55,000 boxes. 55,000 boxes. We should be resting, because normally there's not a lot of, like last year, we didn't get almost anything during January because everyone's already spent all their Christmas money, all their New Year's money, and people hardly send any packages. So I don't know where the fuck these packages are coming. Unless they're sending them all back to stores, like returns, from Christmas. That may be it. But I don't know what the hell is going on because it definitely wasn't this busy last year, but it is. Anyway, thank you for the like. I appreciate that, whoever gave me that like. Anyway, so it was pretty crazy last night. I was a little tired. I got off at like 9 something, got home by 9:45. By 9:50, I was in Betty Buys, having a little snooze, and I slept all the way from like 9:50 to like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Got up, had some lunch, went to the post office. By the way, I'm drinking out of my new Mickey cup. Look at this. Oh, shit, there he is, fucking Mickey. Ooh, that's good. I gotta love coffee. I love coffee. Anyway, I got back from all my errands. Fears started to watch this, and I fell asleep yet again. I apologize. Attempt 3 tonight. I'm gonna try to watch this tonight. I'm gonna try. It's not that it's a boring film. I'm just tired from work. Because the first part of it, it was getting pretty intense, But I don't like to review something only half watched. I like to fully watch it, give you guys the full review, my full analysis, Anyway. Yeah. So I came back from my errands, fell asleep fucking again. At 7:45, Fears just woke up again from his second nap at 5 o'clock. I didn't mean to fall asleep again. I just did. Anyway, hopefully work tonight should be a little calmer, a little smoother. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I texted my boss, and he literally texted me back and said, I'm not for sure yet, Fears, how many boxes we have. I'll let you know when you get to work. And I went, alrighty. I'm like, sounds good. So that could go... That's either a hit or a miss. So it could be lots. It could be a little bit. It could be a shitload. We just don't know, But I guess we'll find out, like I said, like my boss said, whenever I get to work. So cheers on that. Anyway, hopefully it's a smoother night tonight. Hopefully no problems arise. I'm just going to go in, just chill, work, nip in, nip out, Because there was a lot of chaos yesterday at work. Yesterday was pretty chaotic. But, there you goes. There you goes. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm wearing that Christmas thing. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot! The fucking bitch and Mrs. Bitch, from across the way. Clark Griswold's shitty-ass neighbors. Yeah, it's those people. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot! Fuck your carpet, So there it is. Anyway. Let's get back to the stream, shall we? Alright. Lots to talk about tonight. Let's see. Work, like I said, work was alright. Just a little stressful. Hopefully tonight, I swear, I just want to mosey in, mosey out. The weekend's coming up. I just want to chill on the weekend. I'm probably not going to go to Jeff's first show because his first show is this weekend because it's all the way in Clearwater, and Clearwater is like 2.5 hour drive. So sorry, Jeff, Fears is not going to go because that would be 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back. That'd be 4 hours in the car, and I just don't feel like that, Maybe I'll go to Disney this weekend. I don't know. I need to get the rest of the Disney footage up, you would think, before Fears would go again. But we'll see. I may just stay home and do absolutely fucking nothing except for edit and watch movies and just chill, and, tweet porn stars on Twitter. I saw that Joey posted one. Yes, I don't think she's a porn star. I think she's just a model. Listen, you don't know until you try. She made a post saying, "When am I ever going to find love?" And I went, "Okay, well, I'll just shoot her a message." And I said, "Listen," I said, "how about we go out, we fall in love, I'll take very good care of you, and everybody wins, I don't think that's a weird text. One, I was kind of joking around, so don't take fears that seriously. Two, I gotta be honest, she's pretty fucking smoking hot, She's pretty hot. So, I think the better question is why wouldn't I send her a tweet? But I guess he thought he was trying to get me down in the Discord by posting my tweet. That's very psychotic, to post somebody else's tweet. If he's got that much time on his hands to post my tweets, he must be watching my social medias like a fucking hawk in the night, Who the fuck does that? Weird people on the fucking internet. Weird people on the internet. It's just a simple, random tweet. Why waste your time highlighting it and posting it in a fucking Discord? Why? But he's an idiot. That's why. I don't know. He's a weird fucking dude. All right, let's continue on. I don't want to cause World War III, because if I say something like, "Oh, Fierce was making fun of me," and then I won't hear the end of it for 9 or 10 fucking days. So let's continue on, shall we? I just thought that was a little weird. I just thought that was just a tad bit weird that he would go through all that effort. But anyway, to each their own. I will say this: she was pretty smoking hot. I didn't get a response back from her, sadly, but hey, at least I went for it. She was pretty fucking hot. She was smoking. I follow her on Twitter and Instagram, and I don't think she's a porn star though. I think she's just a model. I could be wrong. And if I am, I will admit to it. All right, let's continue on. We got 6 people watching. I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. Like I said, I'm having an okay night. I'm just a little tired from work. I'm trying to get that energy. I got the coffee flowing. The coffee's flowing, so we'll see. All right. Well, let's start out with Macgyver Facts. Now, I did my research, and I pulled up some facts. I had no idea about these facts. These are just 9 facts. There was a whole lot more, but I just picked my favorite 9. So here we go. I'm going to pull up the link. So it said, "Did you know these things about Macgyver? Who didn't love Macgyver in the 80s? And they also recreated it in 2016. The 2016 version, it's still over there. I'm still watching my way through it. It's good, but it's not as good. Obviously, it's not as good as the original, but it's still pretty good. Anyway, but here are some facts about Macgyver that you guys did not know about, and I didn't even know about, but Fears did his homework. I did my research. It says, check out these interesting facts that you didn't know about one of your favorite shows in the 80s. So it said, Henry Winkler, the guy that played the Fonzie, was the executive producer on Macgyver. The former Fonz produced the series with his partner, and they formed Winkler John Rich Productions. He also made a cameo appearance in season 6, episode Henry's Will, where he played a lawyer, in some sense foreshadowing his role on Arrested Development, which he did play a lawyer on Arrested Development. I've only seen a couple of scenes of Arrested Development. It's been a long time since I've watched that show, but as far as I know, Arrested Development was a pretty good show too. But I had no idea that the Fonz produced one of my favorite 80s shows of all time. I'd say my 2 favorite 80s shows ever. Well, I've got 3 in this order. Star Trek Next Generation, Macgyver, Airwolf. Those 3 are probably my top 3 favorite 80s shows. And they were fucking mind-blowing. Amazing. There's others, trust me. I mean, I love Greatest American Hero, fucking Knight Rider. Blue Thunder was good. I just watched Blue Thunder the movie, and I didn't know about this. Blue Thunder, The only reason why there's a television show, Blue Thunder, is that the movie Blue Thunder with Roy Schneider, the guy that killed Jaws, he's in that fucking movie. And the movie did so well, they're like, well, fuck it. Let's just make a TV show. Evidently, though, the TV show did not do well because it only had 2 seasons. I believe. Either 2 seasons or 1 season. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, it didn't do too well. It didn't last like Airwolf. Airwolf had fucking 4 seasons. The 4th season of Airwolf, though, it's shit, water, garbage. It's all about those first 3 seasons. Because the guy that played Stringfellow Hawk, he was not in the 4th season. Except for 1 episode. In the beginning episode of the 1st season, he dies or some shit. You know? So it went downhill from that. And then Sinjin, his brother, he finally finds his brother, and then Stringfellow Hawk dies, and then his brother takes over the missions with fucking Airwolf and shit. And I'm like, really? Really? You spend the whole fucking series trying to find your brother, and then you fucking die, and then fucking Sinjin takes over. Fucking hilarious. Anyway, all right. Back to the facts. Back to the facts. All right, here we go. Let's see here. What's the next one? Let's see here. Let's see here. It says Richard Dean Anderson, the guy that played MacGyver, was cast because he put on his glasses during the audition. True story. When he was reading for the role in his audition process, the Minnesota-born actor reached to grab his reading glasses. Winkler found that humble gesture to be humanizing. This wasn't just some tough guy. This showed humanity, and that's what he wanted in the role of MacGyver. So, not only did Henry Winkler like Richard Dean Anderson's performance, but he thought, taking his sunglasses off and putting on his reading glasses to read the script. So I didn't know that. So it was a little bit of both. It was his audition, him reading the lines, saying the lines, but also taking off his sunglasses. And I've met Henry Winkler before. Very nice man. I met him at a convention, and you guys can see that video at Fears Man 26. It was like back in, oh shit, that's a long ass time ago. I think I met him in, I want to say 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. You'll have to Google it. You'll have to YouTube it. It's on Fears Man, though. And I told him my favorite line out of The Waterboy. Because he saw me filming. He's like, hey, you're filming. And I was like, oh, do you mind? I said, this is for my YouTube channel. He goes, no. He goes, go for it. Film away. And I turned on the camera and I was like, Henry, it's an honor. I said, I can't believe I'm meeting the Fonz. And he's like, what's your favorite episode? I said, of the Fonz? I said, there's too many. And then he's like, have you seen Waterboy? I was like, oh, God, who hasn't seen Waterboy? I said, can I tell you my favorite line out of Waterboy? And he goes, oh, yeah, go for it. I said, the classic line where you look at Bobby Boucher and go, I am not telling you to go on a shooting rampage. That fucking scene makes me fucking lose my mind. It's fucking hilarious. And I thought it was pretty damn funny. So, yeah. Anyway, let's continue on with the facts. All right, let me see here. Let's see here. Oh, what happened to my facts? Where are my facts? Oh, shit. Where are my facts? Oh, shit. Hang on, I accidentally closed it. Give me a second. I closed the fucking link. Hang on. Damn it. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. I didn't mean to turn it off. All right, facts about MacGyver. Let's see here. Hopefully, there we go. All right. I was like, oh, I'm getting nervous. Where did my facts go? All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, number 3, the character's original name was Stacy MacGyver, not Angus MacGyver. Good thing they went with Angus MacGyver, because Stacy MacGyver, nothing against a woman's name, but it doesn't have, the right lingo to it, like the name's MacGyver, Stacy MacGyver. No, the name's Macgyver. Angus Macgyver. Good thing they went with Angus. And it says in the original press release from Paramount, which you can see here, and they sent a little picture. It says the casting list states the name to be Stacey Macgyver. Now the name was never used on the series and seemed unknown to Anderson himself, as it perhaps only exists in early plot scripts. But initially it was Stacey, and Macgyver only says his actual first name in the show maybe once, or maybe twice. I think he says it once in the pilot, and he says it once in the very last 2 episodes of the season, in season 7. So, the very last 2 episodes. Because he finds out that he has a son in the last 2 episodes, and then him and his son talk, and he's like, wait, what's your first name? And he's like, I'd rather not say. And then he's like, well, I need to know, because I need to find out if you're my dad or not. And he goes, well, my last name is Macgyver, and I usually go by Macgyver, but my first name is Angus. And he's like, yeah, he goes, you're my dad, and da-da-da-da-da. And then, the story progresses, so on and so forth. But, yeah, thank God. Oh, my God, thank God they went with Angus instead of fucking Stacey. I don't know, there's not a good ring to it, man. All right, number 4. In the series, he used low-fat milk, oven cleaner, a hockey ticket, a feather quill, and a walkie-talkie to defuse bombs. That's true. That's true. I knew that, though, because if you watch the entire series, every time he defuses a bomb, he uses all 4 of those items. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So, I already knew that, but maybe some people didn't know that, because some people haven't watched the whole series like I have. It says, everyone loves the clever MacGyver-isms that MacGyver uses to get himself out of hairy and sticky situations. He was particularly skillful at defusing bombs under pressure. The hockey ticket, which Mac needs to slide into a narrow slot, which is used in one of my favorite episodes of Season 2 called Phoenix Under Siege. He uses a hockey ticket to defuse a bomb. There's these 2 metal clamps, and if they shut like this, it activates the bomb. So he puts a little hockey ticket in between, and the 2 metal hooks click onto the hockey ticket, and they don't make a connection, which doesn't set the bomb off. So he defuses the bomb with a hockey ticket. And I'm just letting everybody know, in Fears Man Season 6, that may or may not happen. I said, Randall, we have to put one of my favorite scenes in fucking Fears Man. And he's like, and Randall was like, Fears, what are you thinking? I said, we have to have, Fears Man defuse a bomb or defuse something using a MacGyverism, And he goes, we can do that. He goes, what are you thinking? I said, Randall, we got to use the hockey ticket. And I said, I'll find you an actual picture of a St. Louis Blues hockey ticket, because Fears Man is set in St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm from. And Randall's like, oh, so you want to use a St. Louis hockey ticket, Fears? I went, oh, I'm like, why wouldn't we? I'm like, the Fears Man is from, I said, I'm from St. Louis. Fears Man is set in St. Louis, So I said it would only be right to use my home team's hockey ticket. And so I think what we're thinking is once we take down Black Aldrin I don't know if we take down Black Aldrin. You'll have to watch episode 5. Will Fears Man take Black Aldrin down in episode 5? I don't know. We'll find out. But I can only say this. In episode 6, Fears Man and Randall go back to Black Aldrin's lair. They try to activate his computer to get some information, because Randall and Kenneth Clark, when they're working at the security depot, their boss, Dick Jones, tells them that a new rival gang is taking over St. Louis called the motherfucking Mockingbird. So Fears Man has to take down the fucking Mockingbird. Well, Fears Man and Randall don't know how to locate the Mockingbird's lair. But Black Aldrin has maybe Black Aldrin, him being a villain, maybe Black Aldrin will have some information in his computer to help them locate the secret lair of the fucking Mockingbird, so Fierce Man can take the motherfuckers and the Mockingbird down. You know? And all I'm gonna say is something very bad happens once Fierce Man and Randall try to activate this information. They accidentally, the computer is hooked up to a bomb because Black Aldrin is going to come on the screen and said, if anyone ever takes me down, I'm going to explode my lair so there's no evidence left over. And so Fierce Man has to come into the rescue, fucking defuse the bomb, and I guess we'll find out what happens, but I'm going to use a St. Louis Blues hockey ticket. So, Randall loved that idea, and he went, all right, Fierce. He's like, so is that what you want to do for Fierce Man 6? And I'm like, I think so. So, that's a rough idea for Fierce Man Episode 6, but me and Randall are going to have to fine-tune it. We're going to have to do some writing. So, we're going to have to do some writing. So, there we are. But it will be something around those lines, I'm thinking. You know, because Randall loves Macgyver. I don't know if Randall likes Macgyver as much as me, but I love Macgyver. It's such a great show, and I love how he didn't like guns, because I'm not a real big gun guy myself. The only time I like guns is when me and my dad and my brother, we used to go out shooting, like target practice shooting, when my dad was still alive, and I liked shooting rifles and shotguns, like when I was in Boy Scout camp. That was always fun. But I'll be honest, I loved shooting the bow and arrows at Boy Scout camp way better. I loved shooting bows and arrows. I thought that was really fucking cool. But I liked both, but I'm not keen on guns. But if it's just for target practice, that's great. But I don't like guns where, you know, I'm not a big hunter. You know, I've never been a big hunter. My cousins on my dad's side, they're big into hunting. Like my Uncle Steve, he would go hunting all the time back in the day. I will say this, I've tried deer meat. Like he killed a deer and then he cooked the meat, and deer meat's really fucking good. I just don't think I could ever kill anything or anyone. So I don't like guns. And I'm not just saying that because I love fucking Macgyver. I'm saying that because I've never been keen to guns. The only time I've ever shot a gun is when I was with my brother and my dad and we went, you know, target shooting, which was fun because they had all these crazy targets. And I remember I was looking through the targets. This is a true story. And I found one with like all fucking zombies on it. I'm like, well, that one, I have to use that one. And my brother's like, oh, like, John, you love zombies. And I looked at my brother and said, hey, what target are you going to go with? And my brother's like, oh, I'm just going to use a normal target. He goes, and my brother looked at me and said, I know how much you love fucking zombies, so you have to use that target. I said, oh, yeah, I'm fucking using it. So I used that one. But, yeah. But, yeah, I've never been keen to guns, but I like that he's smart. He doesn't need a gun, you know? Hell, he's a smarter secret agent than fucking James Bond. James Bond, they had to fucking spoon feed him everything. And I love James Bond. But Q invented all the gadgets and basically had to spoon feed James Bond and tell him how to work them, and then James Bond would use them. Macgyver's like, hey, James Bond, fuck you. I don't need someone to spoon feed it for me. I'll just make my own fucking gadgets, and I'll get out using my own fucking noggin here, you know? So nobody had to spoon feed him anything, you know? So I like that he's, like, super smart. I like that he's smarter than the villains. Like, literally, Macgyver, like, looks at the villain and he's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, fuck you, I'll get out of here. And they're like, how? How are you gonna get out of here? And he's like, because I'm fucking smarter than you, and I know it. And they're like, you'll never get out of here. And he's like, oh yeah? Like, watch this. And he's like, leave me alone for 4 minutes and I'll get out of this fucking room. You know, seconds before the bomb's about to explode. No, you won't. You won't get out of this. Like, we've made this fortress unpenetrable. Okay, well, I'll see you in about 8 minutes. They would leave, and the Macgyver's like, these guys are fucking morons. And then he would just make a little device and go, hey, villains, fuck you. And then he would just walk away. And I'd be like, hell yeah, Macgyver. So he didn't need a fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go to the next factoid. Um, Richard Dean Anderson is exactly 1 year older than the character MacGyver. So, when he started the show, it says, there is some debate as to whether the character's birthday is March 23rd or January 23rd, 1951. However, in a later episode, he shows his passport in the episode Every Time She Smiles. Richard Dean Anderson was born on January 23rd, 1950. And on the passport, it says January 23rd, 1951. So he's actually, he's actually, I'm sorry, on his actual passport, it says March 23rd, 1951. And on MacGyver's passport, it says January 23rd, 1950. So he got to play 1 year older, you know, so there it is. And I remember what episode they're talking about. So, and he shows it very quickly. Like he's going, I think in the episode, I don't remember exactly. I think that episode is in the third or fourth episode. He showed, like the villain's like, well, you're not getting into our country unless you show us your passport. And he's like, okay, all right, here's my fucking passport. He shows it very quick. So it's, unless you're watching intently, like you won't see it. It's very quick. It's very, very quick. Anyway. Alright, let's see. So a lot of this shit I didn't know about. Let's see here. Number 6. The Mini Cooper car chase in the third episode is recycled footage from the movie The Italian Job. That I actually knew, because I've watched the old Italian Job movie, and it looks similar. So I remember when I watched it, I Googled it and I was like, I wonder if they took fucking footage out of that. And they did. So, I actually knew that. Number 7. In Brazil, the theme song to MacGyver is actually Tom Sawyer by Rush. That I did not know. So, and the reason why they used the song Tom Sawyer by Rush is because Richard Dean Anderson, at the time, I don't know if he still does, but at the time, he loved the band Rush. And that's why they went with that song. They picked a good song, though, because the theme song MacGyver is quite catchy. You know? It's a good song. I just can't sing. All right. Number 8 is this in the 4th season. There's an episode called Cleo Rocks, and there's a musical number. And the guy that played Murdoch, MacGyver's arch nemesis, his arch villain, his real name was called Michael Barris, and he actually wrote that musical number that Terry Hatcher, the girl that was in Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, she guest starred, and she actually sang that. So Murdoch, the guy that played Murdoch, actually wrote the musical number, because that guy was not only an actor, but he was a songwriter, a song creator. So I did my research today. Anyway. And then number 9, I did not know this. Richard Dean Anderson is also a songwriter, and in the episode The Negotiator, MacGyver plays a song on his guitar in The Negotiator, and he actually wrote that song. And I had no idea that Richard Dean Anderson played the guitar. So when I was looking up information, it said in The Negotiator, the song that MacGyver plays on his wooden guitar, Richard Dean Anderson wrote that entire song and played it on his actual guitar, and he used his actual guitar in the episode. So that was kind of cool. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So those are just a couple of facts that you may or may not have known about MacGyver. So there it is. Yeah. I don't know, where is everybody? No one's chatting tonight. Well, some nights people are tired. I know I was today. Sometimes I get a lot of people in my chat, and sometimes I get no people. But there is people watching, so I appreciate everybody watching. Anyway, I'm going to turn on my fan because it's getting a little hot in here. whenever it gets hot outside, it gets hot here. I have the air on. Just sometimes it's just not enough. So give me 1 second, because it's getting fucking hot in here. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I read the Discord, and apparently Joey said I'm an old senile guy and I'm rambling on about Macgyver. First of all, I'm not rambling, so fuck you, Joey. Second of all, fuck you, Joey. Third of all, fuck you, Joey. And, just because I hate you, fuck you, Joey. No, I'm giving interesting facts about my favorite show. Here's a fact. If you don't like me, which I know Joey doesn't, you don't have to fucking watch me, you goddamn fucking moron idiot. I don't understand why that's not a good concept to get through his thick fucking skull. He's the dumbest person alive. If you don't like Fears, you don't have to fucking watch me. Why make fun of someone? Just, you don't watch me. Great. If you think I'm rambling, then don't fucking watch me, you goddamn moron. Ugh, you fucking idiot. I wish this guy would just fucking die. I swear to God. He's a fucking idiot. I swear, if I woke up tomorrow and Joey died, I would be singing praises. I swear, I would have like a Joey death celebration live stream. I swear to God I would. You think I'm kidding. I'm not fucking kidding. I'd be like, hey God, it took you that long? It took you that long to take that motherfucker away. I don't know. This guy's a fucking idiot. It's just an idiot that we have to fucking put up with. And I know that motherfucker's probably watching. If he isn't, thank God he's not watching. Anyway. It's a constant irritation, this motherfucker. Like, if I didn't like someone, I just wouldn't fucking watch him. Like, if he started live streaming, I would never watch his fucking live stream. Because God knows what that fucking idiot would, produce, Anyway. Let's not turn this into a hate stream, because I don't do hate streams. I don't do roast streams, but he is a fucking moron. All right. So there you are. Those are just a few. Those are like 9 facts. I didn't know about that. I did not know any. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I knew 2 of those facts, but all the others I did not know. I knew that he used all the random shit to defuse the bombs, and then I knew the other thing about one of my favorite episodes, but that's about it. But the Henry Winkler thing, that was the most surprising and shocking fact. I was like, oh shit, I'm like, Fonzie produced that show? I'm like, not that I'm saying he can't produce a show, but I'm just like, I had no idea that he was the producer on it. That was nuts, And I guess it's somewhere in the credits, but I never watched. Once the episode's over, I just hit the start button on my DVD player, and then it takes you back to the front, like where all the episodes are lined up, and then I just click on the next episode. So I guess Henry Winkler's name is in the credits somewhere, but I've never seen the credits because as soon as the episode's over, I just clicked, to the beginning and watch the next episode. So I had no idea that he was the producer. Anyway. Alright, well, let's move on, shall we? But, very interesting facts. I did my homework today. Plus, I love learning new things. Like I said, sometimes Fears will just get on the internet and just start. I'll think of something, and then I'll just write it in, and I'll be like, oh, cool. You should always keep learning, my friends. Keep that brain active. Alright. Well, this is another suggestion by my friend Sean at work. He went, Fears, I watched your show the other day, and he goes, you are wrong, my friend. And I said, well, what am I wrong about? And he goes, you said there wasn't anything to celebrate in January except for New Year's. And I said, as far as I know, I said, January, New Year's Day, that's the only holiday. And he went, Fears. He goes, you were so wrong. He goes, I like you, buddy. I love hanging out. I love working with you. And he goes, you're a good guy. He goes, but he goes, you're dead wrong. I said, all right. I said, I'm willing to admit. I said, I'm not a narcissist. So I said, hey, I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And he goes, let me show you something. He showed me a link. Apparently I was dead wrong, and I'm willing to admit it. There's a lot of shit to celebrate during January. And so I pulled them up. These are just some You know how like people like elect a day, like Ghostbuster Day or Star Wars Day? In January, there's like 31 things that people celebrate. No joke. So the first one is obviously New Year's Day. Now that one I knew about. But the other 30, I had no idea. Science Fiction Day, drinking straw day, spaghetti day, screenwriters day, technology day, temperature day, which I don't even know. I guess they celebrate the temperature of where they're from. I have no idea. Aerobics day, static electricity day, Save the Eagles day, vision board day. I'm not even kidding. Magazine day, sticker day, shop for travel day, hat day. Well, that would be every day for Fears. Nothing day, where you do nothing on that day. Children's Inventors Day. Google Day, where people Google stuff. Good Memory Day. Well, Fears would be horrible at that fucking day, because sometimes I have good memory and sometimes I don't have a good memory. It's certain things that I'm really good at remembering and other things I'm not. So that I am not lying about. And the fans know that. There's some things... I can quote movies like fucking that. But stories, sometimes I only remember half the story. And then I'm like, the other half, I think it happened this way. But I'm letting you guys know right now, I do not have a good memory. Celebration Life Day, Handwriting Day, Compliment Day, Fun at Work Day, Seed Planting Day, Chocolate Cake Day, Blueberry Pancake Day, Plan for Vacation Day, Escape Day, Eat Brussels Sprouts Day. Hilarious. So, it says, January is also known for National Hobby Month, Hot Tea Month, Mentoring Month, Oatmeal Month, Slow Cooker Month, Walk Your Dog Month, Soup Month, Blood Donation Month, Bath Safety Month. So that is a lot of weird shit to celebrate in January. But it's a real thing. My friend sent me a link and I was like, you know what, man? I said, Sean, you come up with some pretty interesting topics, my friend. So I was like, I will do it. And he goes, well, Fears, I wasn't trying to call you out. He goes, but there's a lot of shit that you can celebrate on that day. And I was like, well, hey, listen, fair enough. I said, fair enough. I said, send me the link. And I definitely will check it out. So I looked at the link, and I was like, fair enough. So, yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, to end with, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you did. I think people did, because there's 10 people watching, but I'm very sad to see that not one person left a comment. That's okay. That's alright. Well, there's always tomorrow. Alright. Well, to end with, fucking Macgyver. Alright. Season 2. I'm going to tell you guys my favorite episodes. Again, like Season 1, I'll say this. It's a good season. Some of my favorite episodes are in Season 2. But like Season 1, it starts off good, and then towards the end, I don't know, maybe they ran out of money, at the end of each season. I don't know. The ending episodes of the season are usually crap. The last few are so damn boring, I usually just skip them. But they've got the name. Oh, shit. Hang on. And the fucking thing fell out. There we go. Well, I didn't mean for that to happen, but there you go. Shit happens. All right. So, every single episode name is on the discs. So, I'm going to read. So, I will, I'll tell you my favorite. I'd say my favorite episode is the very first episode of Season 2. It's called The Human Factor. Macgyver and Pete Thornton, his boss, they work for the Phoenix Foundation, and Pete forms the Phoenix Foundation in towards the end of the first season, going into the second season. And he asked Macgyver, hey, I know you do missions and shit, like, for the government. He's like, but how would you like to actually, like, work and do missions at my think tank? And Macgyver's like, well, Pete, we're best friends, so yeah, why the fuck not? So he does. And he's like, hey, Mac, I got a job for you. And he's like, oh, yeah? He goes, like, what's my first job? And he's like, all right. He goes, there's this secret military base under, like, in this cave, and you have to enter through this cave, and then once you enter through the cave, the whole fucking laboratory shit is, like, down underneath, you know, in the ground, and they said, we just want you to do one simple thing for us. They said, if you break in successfully, then the government has to go back to the drawing board and tighten their security. He goes, if you don't break in and we catch you or the computer catches you, then the Phoenix Foundation gives this secret government military base, you know, the AOK, you know, to open up publicly or some shit like that. Well, he gets in there and all hell fucking breaks loose because the woman that created the computer that runs Strata, which is this underground base, she's like, well, I'm like this close to inventing like artificial intelligence. Well, something goes haywire with the fucking computer's wires and ends up trying to kill her, trying to kill Macgyver, trying to kill all the scientists in there. All fucking batshit crazy happens. And Macgyver's like, well, when in doubt, fucking Macgyver it out. I'm getting the fuck away from this goddamn computer, and I gotta get the hell out of here. So that's one of my favorite episodes. It's probably my favorite episode of Season 2. So that's my favorite episode of Season 2. That, I'm gonna give a big thumbs up. That episode is a 10 out of 10. As a whole, Fears is gonna give the whole season an 8 out of 10. Because there are some boring episodes. Let's see. What are some of my other favorites? Let's see. The Wish Child's alright. Eagles, where Macgyver has to rescue an eagle. That one's a pretty good one. Because keeping animals alive is very important. Let's see. Phoenix Under Siege. That's probably my second favorite episode. That's the episode where he uses his hockey tickets to defuse a bomb. So, Family Matter is really good. That's a good one. Birthday is good. Pirates Out of Cold is good. Partners is really good. Friends is good. And then DOA Macgyver. That one's really good. So yeah. The others, they're alright. They're okay. But those are like some of my favorite episodes of Season 2. So as a whole, I'm going to give Season 2 an 8 out of 10. The first season, I gave a 9 out of 10. The best episode, though, and I'm not even kidding you, of all, out of all 7 seasons, is probably the pilot. The pilot's like 2 hours long. They go fucking ballistic with the Macgyverisms. So that's probably my favorite episode. Second would be Phoenix Under Siege, where with the hockey tickets. That's a really good episode, and it's got Macgyver's grandfather, and the guy that they got to play Macgyver's grandfather. He looks almost exactly like my grandfather, Grandpa Fears. He reminds me of Grandpa Fears a lot. So yeah. Anyway, Gar says, "You sure you can watch that, Fears? It's rated R." What, this? This? Are you talking about this? Well, I've already watched some of it. So far, I mean, it's not too bad, you know. I did fall asleep. Not saying it's a bad movie. I was tired last night from fucking work because we had fucking 55,000 boxes and shit. Just joking. How you feeling? I'm feeling all right. Just a little tired. But besides that, I'm doing okay. I'm still worried about my grandma, though. I mean, that's a constant worry. My mom, I called my mom today. She did eat a little bit today. Not much, but I was like, well, I'm like, something is better than nothing. I said, at least she got some food down her, so I'm like, that's good. So please keep praying for my grandmother. Her doctors only give her like 2 or 3 weeks to live, which is not good at all. So I would appreciate, you guys don't have to pray for me. Just pray for the Fears family, and most importantly, pray for my grandmother, you know, because it's going to be really sad whenever she goes, and I'm going to miss her a lot because me and her are really close, and just like I was super close with my dad. So, I mean, that's always a constant worry, you know. But just take it one day at a time, Garth Brooks, you know what I mean? I appreciate you commenting because Fears has been going for 49 minutes and everyone was dead silent. And I know there's people watching because it says 13 people watching. So, anyway. So, I'll keep you guys updated on my grandma's progress, but it's not looking too good. But just keep praying. Anyway, well, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Fears will be back tomorrow. And I will see you guys later. But, yeah, watch those episodes that I suggested. For sure, watch Phoenix Under Siege. That is a great fucking episode. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking amazing. So good. It's so good. I think I'll watch it again tonight before I go off to work. And then I'll get back to this. That's how much I fucking like that episode. I've already watched it twice. Well, fucking Fears is going to watch it again because it's that good of an episode. And then probably tomorrow after I finish this, I'll move on to Season 3 of Macgyver. And then eventually I got to get to all that bullshit. And then eventually I got to get to all that bullshit. There we are. Yo, Timmy! Timmy, you missed the entire stream, buddy. Where the fuck have you been? Have you been off sailing in fucking Australia? Because, well, Timmy says she's from Australia. We don't even know if Timmy's a he or a she. We don't even know if Timmy is actually real. We don't know if Timmy even lives in fucking Australia. But I'll take your word for it, Timmy, because you've been such a loyal and loving fan. And Timmy, you have been going nuts on those fucking super chats. I kid you not. Speaking of which, if you guys ever want to give Fears a super chat, click those buttons down there near the chat. They're on. Also, if you want to send Fears fan mail, check in the link. Check in the description. Not the link. Check the description. All my my fan mail address is in the description of each of my videos or each of my streams. So you will find it. So yeah. You're a little late though, Timmy. You know? Timmy says, well, I've been fingering myself to Dillian Harper. Well, I think, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I mean, listen, Dillian Harper, she's pretty fucking smoking hot, you know? Fears wouldn't mind having her as Mrs. Fears. That would never fucking happen, but if it ever happened, I would die a happy man. She's pretty smoking hot, Timmy, so way to finger Dillian Harper. Get it in there. Not just one finger, get two in there. Just get it in there. Anyway. Well, with that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel, Fears Vlogs, the second channel. Check me out on TikTok, FearsMan26, and follow my buddy Randy at CameoMan2021. That's his main channel. His second channel, The Mayor of Magic. And check out Timmy MC 2010 on YouTube if he ever makes another fucking video. I will say, Timmy, one of my favorite Timmy videos you've ever done, I don't recall the name of it, but I haven't watched your channel in a while, but I remember watching, you made Tommy and, oh, what's his friend's name? He's got two. I think Crystal's the big-ass, like, fat lady with the blonde hair, and then Ashley's the real skinny chick that always does, like, the fucking show with Tommy or whatever. The intro you made some intro for Tommy and Crystal, I think something like that. That was funny. That was a funny video. But it's been a while. But Crystal, she's fucking massive, you know, and she's got like blonde hair. But Ashley, she's like super skinny, and I guess they've been friends with Tommy for like a long time. So Tommy's a good guy. Watch Tommy too. So I've actually got to hang out with the great Tommy NC 2010, not once but twice. Very cool guy. Very cool guy. So Tommy, can't wait to hang out with you again, buddy. All right. Well, cheers. Fears got to get the hell out of here. I need to make dinner. I haven't even made dinner yet. So I'm going to make some dinner. I'm so close to getting my next vlog done. I'm going to try and have it done and up before I go off to work tonight. I have to be at work at 3:50 tonight. So I have to work from 3:50 to about 10 tonight. I mean, 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning. So it's going to be a long fucking night. Let's see. Would you get with the big one if she offered? I can't remember, Timmy. I know I may be getting it wrong. Maybe flip flop. I don't know who the big one is and who the short. I know their names, but Tommy told me, but I don't recall who's who. But I've seen what they both look like, and not one of them is my cup of tea. No offense to Tommy's friends, just I wouldn't go out with Crystal or Ashley. That's just me. Anyway, I'm taking off, but Timmy, enjoy fingering Dillian Harper. I mean, who wouldn't, right? It's fucking Dillian Harper. All right. Well, with that, I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm taking off, but this is Fears signing off. Peace, deuces. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys, and try by. I'll see you later.